How to drop those stubborn pounds by literally taking a vacation, and it won't cost you a cent. Hi, my name is Jan Martin, and this is what I used to look like. And here's me today. I know this sounds crazy, that you can lose weight by taking a vacation, but it's true. And you don't even have to pay for flights and a hotel, because you can do it anywhere. And unlike other methods, this does not involve insane calorie restriction. You won't walk around hungry all day and night, and you can eat whatever you want to eat, no exceptions. Because this is not one of those crackpot diet plans. In fact, it's not even a diet. It is a set of secrets that will create for you a completely new body. But I'm living proof that this weird method actually works. This simple method switches on your body's automatic fat-burning mechanism. It's a straightforward way to quickly remove fat from your body, once and for all. My secrets won't punish you for eating yummy foods. In fact, it's encouraged, and there's more on that later. And the end result is you will be happy to live this lifestyle. And the best part? You will get the body you have always dreamed of. Right now, I want you to think about the body you want. Now, really see it in your mind. Got that? Good. That body you are thinking of, it can be yours if you follow the 3 weird tips I'm going to reveal in this video. These secrets have worked for hundreds of others, and they'll work for you too. With these 3 weird tricks, you can start melting fat immediately. 7 days from now, you will have a completely transformed body. And that's not all. You'll feel confident and fit into the clothes you've always wanted to. You will feel much more attractive because you'll wear what you want to wear, and you'll make your family proud of you and your confident new look. Think about how nice it will be to enjoy improved health and vitality that comes from being fit and not carrying around unwanted fat. Your girlfriends will be wondering what your secret is. They'll be guessing how you were able to change so quickly. And this could happen in just a week as your body begins to completely change into something you can be proud of. Trust me, this is going to be worth listening to. Your weight loss will be so easy, so automatic and permanent, and completely contrary to insane diets and restricting diet rules, that you will probably be upset you haven't seen these secrets sooner. You just have to see for yourself what you've been missing out on. I'm going to show you how I lost 99 pounds, that's 45 kilos, from my midsection and butt, simply by following my simple rules that automatically slipped the fat off my body. Despite how this transformation happened under my nose, I almost didn't see what was happening to me. But today I know exactly what happened, and I have the specific fat-purging secrets that helped me achieve my new life. I've shared these secrets with my friends, and they became very interested when I showed them how my secrets didn't involve some dangerous pill, or sweating my life away at the gym, or counting the grams in everything I ate like some sort of obsessive-compulsive accountant. No, my secrets are simple. So simple that I lost 11 inches off my waistline by accident. When it happened, it took me by surprise. I was ignoring all the conventional wisdom about weight loss. I ate what I wanted to eat. I didn't count calories. I even ate huge meals and enjoyed desserts. It was a complete fluke, and my secrets are completely contrary to everything you have ever heard about weight loss. But the results are impossible to ignore. I went from looking like this to completely changing my body and my look to this. And when you use this crazy method for yourself, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. These secrets to losing weight are really about changing your life and going on a vacation. It's extremely simple and not restricting at all. This is not some insane fad diet, and it doesn't involve eating terrible tasting nutritional bars or shakes, starving yourself all day long, and you won't be downing dangerous pills. Tons of people have tried to lose weight using these old methods, and you know what? Even if they lose weight to begin with, they gain all the weight back, plus more. I don't want this for you. It doesn't have to be this way. If you're like me, you know what this is like, and it's not your fault. You just need to know the secrets to enjoying food while sculpting the body you want. I will show you how to stop dieting and get the body you've always wanted, once and for all. But first, let me explain who I am and why my story might interest you. I am here to give you the honest truth, not some trendy celebrity diet. The secrets I have for you can't be found anywhere else. I know this because I stumbled on these secrets. At first, I didn't know how I was losing the fat, but more on that later. Despite what you may have been told, this is the truth about food. You are probably eating foods that are packing on the pounds, and you don't even know it. I know I didn't know about these foods, and my girlfriends also had no idea. The main problem with food is food companies will place any label on food packaging to convince you to buy. Here's the dirty little secret food companies don't want you to know. These companies will write anything on the packaging to get you to eat it. Things like all natural. Things like no sugar added. Light. They'll try anything to make food seem healthy. But it's not. You see, food companies get away with almost anything on the packaging. For example, any food can be called natural because the Food and Drug Administration has not defined what natural means. And just because food says no sugar added doesn't mean it isn't full of sugar. It just means they didn't put any more sugar in the food. Likewise, light foods can contain over half the calories from fat. There is no way I would consider a food light if the fat was over half the calories. And sometimes light doesn't even refer to calories or fat, but the amount of salt in food, which is crazy. It's amazing how unhealthy most food actually is. Even so-called nutrition bars are often full of terrible stuff. Many of these bars have stuff in them that's not even food, such as soy protein isolate. And soy protein isolate was never developed to be a food. Soy protein isolate was never approved as a food. Soy protein isolate was created to help make something else. Cardboard. And that's not the worst of it. Another company knowingly stuffs their so-called nutritional bars with a flavor enhancer that is known to cause mental thinking problems and excruciating migraine headaches. And others are full of sugars. One extremely popular nutritional bar has more sugar than my favorite American peanut butter and chocolate candy bar. But it gets worse. Genetically modified foods, also called frankenfoods, are everywhere. Especially in America, you could be eating frankenfoods and not even know it. Why? Because they're not labelled. In Australia and other countries, genetically modified foods are labelled, but not in America. Why is this a problem? Because recent studies are showing how genetically modified foods kill. When animals are put on frankenfood diets, bad things happen. Tumours start to grow. Stomachs get inflamed and painful, and they die unnatural deaths. So why do food companies want to feed you genetically modified foods? Because they're cheaper to make. They make more money if you eat frankenfoods. These companies desperately want your money and don't care how they get it. So they stick any label they want on foods to get you to buy. And they have poured millions of dollars into researching which labels cause you to buy. It doesn't matter that the food is not healthy, and that it will make you, and eventually everyone else eating it, fat. Because these companies don't want you to be healthy. They want you to give them your money. That's all they care about. So they trick people into buying food that makes you pack on the pounds. This is something that happens to nearly everyone. Eating so-called healthy foods increases your body fat. And here's the thing. It's not your fault. This is the most important thing to remember. It's not your fault that light foods pack on the pounds. And it's not your fault that the government nutrition recommendations are just plain wrong. And it's definitely not your fault that diet foods are fattening. The problem is simple. Americans have a society problem. Everything in America stuffs fat on our backsides, our hips, and our stomachs. You probably know that Americans are the fattest people in the world. And there's a very specific reason for this. It's the American culture. This is a culture of fat. In America, you don't have to do much to get fat. I know, it happened to me. But have you ever wondered, like I have, why other cultures don't get fat? People around the world in places like Japan, France, Germany, and Australia are healthy and slim. And this is despite the fact that they often eat naughty foods. The reason for this is simple. Lifestyle. My secrets are based on a lifestyle, not some dangerous drug, or magic ab slimming machine, or a fake Hollywood diet. This is about living life to its fullest and losing weight along the way. My secrets are the reason why an entire country of sexy people have been able to enjoy life and food, without packing on the pounds. I have backwards engineered sexy bodies and laid it all out for you. This is incredibly simple stuff, but believe me, it works. So if this interests you, I'm happy to share 3 of my fat purging secrets with you, so you can see for yourself how this works. It sort of caught me by surprise, how I lost the weight and kept it off. That's how simple this is to follow. My friends and family have used the same secrets I'm going to share with you, and they have had the same brilliant results. So here's how I came to find out about these secrets. Secrets that are so simple, so natural, and so easy to apply that they were virtually invisible. I almost didn't even see them. But you are going to love these fat melting tricks. But please, I only want to share my secrets with those who really need it. Only those serious about getting a new life, about really taking control over your life. I only want to share my story with like-minded people. Because let's face it, you will always have a reason to avoid losing weight. I want to help those who want to take action now. So here's my story and how I got to where I am today. As a kid, I was sort of average, maybe a little on the big side. I definitely was not the prettiest girl in my class. I was not noticeably obese, just above average you might say. But I never really fit in with my classmates. Part of that was because my father was in the military and we were always moving around. A couple of years in Germany, a few in Japan, Norway, Papua New Guinea, Korea, Taiwan, America, and I was never very sporty and I had a weird relationship with food. I just didn't know how to eat right because I ate for taste, and when I was hungry I ate a lot of what tasted good to me. As I grew up, I did start to get weird looks. I knew people were looking at me because of my weight. Once I eventually married, I moved to America because my husband's work was over there. And then it really kicked in. My waistline ballooned after my 2 kids were born over in America, Matilda and Jordan. I looked terrible and felt even worse. I used to lose my breath just trying to lift a dress over my head. I don't even want to talk about climbing stairs, which left me panting for 5 to 10 minutes. My joints ached, especially when I first got out of bed in the morning. I told myself I was getting early arthritis. And I fell asleep while driving long distances, because my obesity prevented me from getting enough oxygen to stay alert. I would say that I was simply tired, but I knew it was more than that. I felt ashamed when I ran into people I knew, especially because every single one of them had a better body than me. I will say that I admire fat people who take good care of themselves, but I wasn't one of them. I saw myself as so repulsive that it surely made no difference how dirty or unkempt my clothes were. I often looked as if I just rolled out of bed. The hardest part was not being fat, but all that came with it. It was always a struggle. To walk to my car, to walk the dog, to go shopping. Everything was difficult because of my massive size. And to make it worse, my good mates were all back in Australia. Living in America, I felt as though I had only had acquaintances. In hindsight, I can see that it was probably because I was so self-conscious. I didn't want people to get too close to me. I was pushing them away with my weight. So I immersed myself in my family and became a happily devoted mother. I didn't mind driving the kids to soccer, dance classes, and immersing myself in their lives. Being a mother was the one thing that kept me going. My children were my life. And my child changed my life. Thanks to my daughter Matilda, my life has completely turned around. Here's what happened on the day that changed my life. As usual, I was waiting for her to come home, on the lounge watching TV. and I heard Matilda punch through the front door and slap her backpack down on the carpet, and I heard the familiar pitter-patter of her feet as she sprinted over, to the spot where I would often waste away my days in front of the TV. She was panting. I could tell she had run home from school. I just knew something was wrong, and my mother's instincts were correct. I love my daughter, and I always look forward to her return home, but this day was very different. As she curled up in my lap and she stared at me with her sad eyes, I dreaded the worst. She held back her tears and slowly her question fell out. "Are you going to die, Mummy? Because you have too many rolls in your belly?" You see, this day at school she'd learned about the effects of obesity. She learned how overweight people get terrible diseases, heart disease, strokes and diabetes. She knew I had too many folds around my midsection and became worried I might get ill and die and leave her alone. My daughter is my life, and this was the most difficult thing I have ever heard. I never want to see your child look up to you with innocent eyes and wonder whether you will die. I would not wish this on anyone. My daughter looks up to me for everything, and this was a devastating blow. Easily the worst day of my life. But it was also the turning point for me. This was the catalyst. I was determined to lose weight. I started a food journal and an exercise calendar. I was determined to lose the fat once and for all. But then I just put it back on again. I began to wonder if I was destined to be fat. I just wanted to be a normal weight, and it seemed my fat was going to be with me forever. But then something unexpected happened. My husband was sent back to Australia for work. Back in Australia, I fell in line with my old habits, and then something magical happened. Before I knew it, my clothes started to get a little bit saggy, and I needed to go shopping for clothes that fit me. I stepped on a scale for the first time in years, and to my surprise, I had lost weight. A lot of weight. I lost 22 kilos. That's 48 pounds. To be completely honest, I wasn't even trying to lose weight. I was just enjoying the Aussie lifestyle. I was glad to be back home, and I was so happy that my real self was now showing. And it was an incredible feeling. Soon after my weight loss, I invited one of my girlfriends from America to come out to visit. She spent 5 weeks living in our home in Australia. That's when it hit me. I knew what was happening. After 5 weeks in Australia, she also lost some serious fat. She lost 10 kilos, that's 22 pounds, during her visit to Australia. Think about that. She lost 22 pounds while on holiday. I knew then that it was something about living in Australia that burned off the weight. I studied my food and exercise journal that I started the day Matilda broke my heart, and I noticed something very interesting. Since I left America, I had very subtle changes in my diet. My activity was also very different to what I did in America. In some ways, I ate worse than I did in America, but I still lost weight. It wasn't just one thing, not a few things, but rather the entire Aussie lifestyle. So I wrote down every secret that burned the fat off my body, and there were dozens of them. These were my Aussie Body Secrets, secrets because I didn't even know what they were until I took a close look at my journal. These secrets sculpted a new body for me, completely different to my large existence in America. I was so relieved to lose the fat and uncover the body I'd always dreamed of. This is the true me. I uncovered the real me by simply living a normal Australian life. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did do some exercises after the fat started disappearing, but these were simple and took 10 to 15 minutes each day. Most of my fat loss was a direct result of my lifestyle, what I ate, how I lived my life, so the exercises only added to my fitness after I had already started getting rid of the fat. I am giving you 3 of these secrets now, so you can see the power of these secrets for yourself. As I mentioned, what happened to me was so fast, so unexpected, and so incredibly efficient, I nearly missed the how behind what was happening to me. One factor was eating the standard Australian diet, a diet very different to what I ate in America. This was a diet rich in natural foods and not processed foods, but the meals were delicious, not restricting. I ate what I wanted because it was natural and nutritious. This leads us to Aussie Body Secret number 1. Eat most of your food from the vegetable grocer. I don't shop for food that is canned, packaged, boxed, bagged, or wrapped. Instead, I get most of my food from the vegetable grocer. Now in America, I never once saw a vegetable grocer. Not once. Maybe they have them in America, but I didn't see one. In Australia, in nearly every town, there is at least one vegetable grocer. The guy who only sells fruits and vegetables. You can get the best food at his shop, and it's delicious. I love the mangoes, sweet potatoes, rocket lettuce, and the rest of the nutritious food at the local vegetable grocer. I learned that if it has a package or a box, I ignored it. And if it has a skin or a shell, I eat it. This was the #1 thing I did to lose weight. I did this by simply shopping for recipes I wanted to make for my kids. I wasn't consciously trying to deprive myself. This diet freed up my body's natural ability to purge fat, and I had more energy to live life. These natural foods completely changed my body, and I never felt like I was missing out on any delicious food because I was always shopping to create meals from delicious recipes. But there is one key ingredient that I ate at every meal, and this is the Aussie Body Secret #2. Eat quality protein at every meal. I adopted a diet rich in protein, not a low-carb or a no-carb diet, but a diet that included a solid source of protein at every meal. And not just any protein, but good lean protein like fish, lamb, and occasionally kangaroo. Australia has wonderful butchers and fish markets where you can find these excellent foods. This was one critical key to my weight loss because it increased my metabolic rate. Just by eating more protein, I started melting fat off my body. I never knew I was speeding up my body's fat furnace when I ate a piece of barramundi. But I was, and it makes perfect sense now. Looking back, I noticed how in America I snacked on crisps. That's potato chips. But in Australia it was prawns or oysters. In America I would have cereal or pancakes for brekkie. But back in Australia I would have Greek yogurt and muesli for breakfast. The difference between crisps and prawns is the protein, of course. The prawns have tons of protein and crisps don't. Same with Greek yogurt, which is a great source of fat-burning protein, but pancakes aren't at all. The low-protein diet in America was responsible for making me fat. It wasn't my fault because I didn't even understand what was happening, but seeing my diet back in Australia made it plain as day. These first 2 Aussie Body Secrets were easy to spot. I just looked in my food diary and compared it to my previous life in America. But the most confusing trick is the 3rd secret I want to share with you. Aussie Body Secret #3. Pig out Sundays. Sundays are pure bliss in Australia. The reason is simple. Every Sunday at around 10:30, 11 o'clock we go to our favourite cafe and indulge in a huge meal, often with family and friends. If you stroll down the cafe corridor of any Aussie town, you'll notice the same thing happening every week. Aussies out enjoying their food. It doesn't matter if you're the Prime Minister or a kindergarten teacher. You live for Sunday brunch. It's as Aussie as Vegemite. You enjoy time with friends or family and take your time eating and telling stories. And after you stroll to the local markets and pull into a coffee shop for a cappuccino and maybe a pastry. It doesn't sound like a diet, does it? Well, that's because diets starve you and throw havoc on your plans to lose weight by sending your body into shock and triggering your body's automatic fat insulation system. This pig out day actually fools your body into lifting the fat off by accelerating your metabolism. It kicks your body into fat burning mode when you eat an occasional giant meal like this. Obviously you won't do this every day, but once a week is perfect, because just about the time your body starts to decide that it's going to slow the metabolism down due to living according to the Aussie Body Secrets, you trick your body by refueling one day with large meals. And this kicks your body into a fat-burning frenzy. This has made the secrets easy for me to follow. I don't have to stress out that I'm not following some insanely restrictive diet. Every week I know I will have a fun day of eating whatever I want with no restrictions. I actually look forward to these days and I never feel guilty. I know these days are helping me to lose fat, and it's fun along the way. You have 3 of the Aussie Body Secrets, but there are many more. The good news is you can use these secrets to lose fat in any country. You don't have to be in Australia to lose the weight. You don't have to be a workout warrior to get rid of fat. You don't have to make losing weight a full-time job. You don't have to eat tasteless things and starve. But you are expected to go out and enjoy eating, one of life's true pleasures. There's an entire book of Aussie Body Secrets, and they cover things like why most people who decide to eat healthy break down and eat naughty foods, and why you don't have to be a slave to a crazy diet to lose fat, which foods you should be eating if you want to kick your body into fat-burning mode, how Australians lose weight without even thinking about it. Other cultures can learn from this. The simple calculation you must know if you want to purge fat, how to know when a healthy food is going to make you fat, and what to eat instead so you drop fat from your hips, thighs and tummy, why you shouldn't eat fat-burning foods all the time, and how to trick your body into burning fat by eating your favorite desserts, why a common American way of eating actually encourages fat gain, and how you can stop this destructive habit, why your expectations will cause you to achieve your body goals, and how to use these to your advantage to start shedding the extra weight. The secret 5 steps you must go through to get your weight goals. You are doomed to fail if you don't know this. How a certain type of thinking common in America creates a fat mindset, and how you can ditch this thought process to reach your ideal weight. Where most yo-yo dieters go wrong. Hint, they focus on the wrong thing. Learn this and watch the weight fall off day after day. Why trying to lose fat makes people have low self-esteem. Learn this trick to get a true picture of your changing body while using my secrets. Just knowing this can drastically change the outcome of any goal you work towards. A surefire method for avoiding the flavor of the month diet scam. Why many diets are dangerous and will probably make you ill. Another reason to avoid diets altogether. The dirty little secret about diet foods, shakes and bars that the large food companies pray you don't hear. After all, they just want your money. One type of food that should be avoided because it packs on the weight and most people think that it's healthy. Why you must eat unique foods and not follow a cookie-cutter diet, otherwise you will never lose the weight. Why dieters will never stick to the diet, and how this guarantees they will gain it all back, even if they lose it. The 3 indisputable secrets involved in losing weight. You must know these to lose the fat. The truth about carbs. You won't find this in some loony Hollywood celebrity diet. How this health food will make you fat. Ignore this secret and your waistline is doomed. The exact number of carbs that you should be getting every day. Otherwise you won't be able to think straight. A weird mental trick for when you've lost your way. Use this if you fall off the healthy food bandwagon. The secret to eating fun foods that you thought were forbidden so that you have a high level of energy. How to use a simple formula to find out how much weight you will lose when you use my secrets. Why one food in many different forms will literally burn fat for you. All you have to do is eat it. The Aussie secret to living a lifestyle including delicious foods that ensure you lose fat along the way. Why a strict dieter will never keep the fat off, but someone using Aussie Body Secrets will drop the fat easily. The 3 critical secrets to losing weight. These have nothing to do with eating special foods. How to eat the right foods at the right time of the day to squash hunger. Everything you need to know about the Pig Out Sunday to maximize your fat loss. How I used a common item as my secret weapon to rocket me to my fat loss goal, and you can too. What to do if you want to lose fat but have a gluten or dairy intolerance or any other food allergy. The most important thing for you to consider when you are using the Aussie Body Secrets to lose weight. Most dieters miss this completely. 5 tricks you need if you always find yourself choosing bad foods over healthy foods. Watch the weight fall off even if you indulge in naughty foods. Why the timing of Pig Out Sundays is critical, and how to avoid mistakes most people make when following this Aussie Body Secret. A method to overcome a weight loss setback using 4 simple steps. These tricks will give you control again over your body. Say goodbye to a soft body with these 2 tricks that lock your body in burn fat mode. Aussie Body Secrets offers step-by-step details on what you should do right now when you want to see major results fast, and you will never go hungry or be deprived of food ever. Here is what you will get with the Aussie Body Secrets. The 2-week Aussie Body program, where you get the 3 simple tools that coax your body into immediately slipping off fat. The 6 fat burners, Shed fat today by using these 6 foods that drop fat and build your body into something to be proud of. The 3 disaster foods. Know these magnets, no matter what you may have heard about these foods. They will pack on fat. You need to avoid these traps. The Aussie Body Workout Guide. This is a quick way to shape your body in about the same amount of time it takes to wash the dishes. Aussie Body Recipes. My favourite recipes that sweep fat from your body and taste delicious. And finally, the Aussie Body Secrets. All of the secrets that changed my life. Following these secrets is so simple, so easy and so fun. I am actually in awe of how my body changed with these secrets. Aussie Body Secrets has everything you need to be successful, laid out for you clearly and step by step. Sold together, these would be worth more than $350. But I want to give you the most for your money, so I've slashed the price in half. And then I slashed it again. And I know this program is worth over $350, but it's only $97. Some of the other programs out there spend a ton on celebrity endorsements. Since I don't know any celebrities, I'm just your average Aussie mum, I decided to take $50 off the $97 price. You can have these life-altering secrets for only $47. Pay it once and never again. $47. That's a lot less than you spend on a dinner out at a restaurant. That's a big win. And listen, there's no place for you to get this personalized nutrition training and life coaching all rolled into one. Let's quickly look at the alternatives. A few sessions with the nutritionist, easily $400. Personal training for a few weeks, without a doubt over $600. Weight loss surgery, it's not that popular in Australia, but that would be at least $2,500. Obviously, you don't have to be worried about getting suckered into some monthly billing program where you forget and get charged month after month. With this, you pay one time and never again. You get everything I mentioned before for only $47. I am so confident that Aussie Body Secrets will change your life. I'm going to give you my yummy Aussie Body recipes for free. My 6 fat burners and 3 disaster foods, the 2-week Aussie Body program, the Aussie Body Workout Guide. Use this to accelerate your fat loss. And that's on top of the secrets already included in the program. Remember, your happiness is what's most important to me. I know you're going to love these secrets because they work. In fact, I guarantee you will love the Aussie way of losing weight. So I have a promise for you. Try out Aussie Body Secrets for 60 days. And if you don't feel like you've the value I've promised, or you're not happy with your new body, I will give you a full refund. No questions asked. I confidently offer this guarantee because these secrets have an amazing track record. The success stories keep rolling in, and yours will soon too. It's your choice. Now it's decision time, and this could be the most important decision of your life. You're at a crossroads right now, and you've really just got 2 options. Option 1 is for you to leave this page. Ignore that feeling deep in your heart. Go back to the yo-yo dieting and the heartbreak of never really achieving the life that you want right now. A life where people look to you with sympathy, where you wish people would notice you for you rather than what you look like. A life where you never know how long your health is going to hold up for you and your family. A life where you end up sad and depressed because you're stuck inside a body that fails you. You can do that if you want to, but you've watched this much of the video. You know what you're doing now just isn't working. You can feel yourself yearning for more, and you deserve more, which brings us to option 2. Take one tiny action today that will have an incredible impact on the rest of your life. Click the button below right now. Enter your payment information and dive into the Aussie Body Secrets. Feel the change in yourself as you wake up to a better body, more confidence, and capture the respect and admiration of your friends and family. Transform the way you look, become the irresistible person that's been locked up inside for so long, waiting to get out. The real you. Again, all you have to do is click the button below. I want you to unlock my Aussie Body Secrets right now. Start burning fat today. Click the button below to get started.